Let me see. Yeah, I guess we can comment. It's been out there in the community.
Yep.
I know I was shocked to see comments about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's always terrible when kind of we lose one of our own when we have somebody in the community pass, especially somebody that may have been well known like on social media. And I knew Greg pretty well. I mean, he not only just through the whole YouTube thing and sharing of his videos on my Weekly Dirt series, but he called me a lot personally because we were both Kellyco. What were they calling? What they call their program they had? Representatives, or they didn't call it influencers. What the heck's the name? I forget the name. Anyways, we were both involved with Kellyco, and they were supporting him really big, and we would talk. We talk back and forth about that program. It was like a commission-based sales program. We'd talk back and forth about it, and just a wonderful man. And we had him on here. We've had him on here before.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we were talking at that point about one of his favorite finds. And I'll never forget what he said. We were sitting here waiting for gold coin, 8 real. We were waiting for whatever he said. And he actually said that it was he actually said this baby kitten he found out in the middle of the woods. And he said he saw it. There was no mama cat around. It was it was out of nowhere. And I'll never forget it, man. I got to go back and watch that episode.
Yeah,
absolutely. He said he brought it home. It was near death. And he brought it home and he kind of convalesced and kind of got it back into health. And it's now his cat, you know what I mean? And it's now awesome. Grown up, and it's like he always, every time he looks at that cat, it's like this big lovable cat. And he found it in the woods, metal detecting, I thought that was cool. That was one of his favorite finds, But,
yeah, absolutely. And it was just quite a shock to the entire community out on social media and everything. And there's a lot of questions still out there, things that don't necessarily have to be answered or anything like that. But, the one thing that I do really like about, our community is everybody feeling a sense of camaraderie and feeling close to each other, because we're out here on social media, putting ourselves out there, and you get to learn each other. You get to talk to each other and message, like Greg's calling you, and we're messaging with Loy. I mean, we've lost some incredible people here, not, recently and stuff. And, you may have never met some of these people ever in your life physically, but I tell you what, man, the hole that's left is difficult to discuss and talk about when those people happen to just go, and it is difficult for sure.
Yep. He was very positive. Jason, for sure. He was a great guy, man. He was always positive, even when he was always. Like having some kind of issue with, the Kellyco program and stuff, he'd call me up and like we'd commiserate about it, but he always had a positive spin on it, man. He always had a positive spin on it, to where he was like, but his whole thing was, but Ken, this and that and this and that. And I'd be like, yeah, you know what, Greg, you're right. And just his smile and his laugh, like, I didn't know him personally. Like I'd never met him. I'd never been out, but I would have loved to. That was one of the guys I always wish I got to meet, like Loy. There's a bunch of them, and very, very shocking to the community and stuff. And I know, it's always a hard thing, right? It's always a hard thing to know what to do when you hear news like that. Like, part of you wants to kind of be, commiserating with everyone else, because when it hits social media, it kind of catches like wildfire and everyone starts talking about it. It's hard to keep stuff like that under wraps, you know what I mean? And so when it comes out, you just gotta talk about it with your friends, and other people that knew him, and we can all celebrate the fact that we knew him as we knew him. Some people only knew him from watching his videos, and that's great. I can tell you that what he put out there was exactly who he was, at least off camera, from what I know of him. And yeah, it was definitely a shock to see that he had passed. But it could happen to any of us, right?
I know.
I mean, tomorrow you could be coming on going, oh God, Ken passed.
Go there, man.
Or the other way around. Anybody, man. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Anyone. You never know, you know.
The thing that I really do like, though, is that we can actually go back because everything's been documented. I know that might be a reason why some of us document on social media, YouTube, Instagram, whatever, as a secondary reason. But you can go back and just go through all of his videos, watch them over and over, relive it over and over, and be there with them again. And it's fantastic. Those are always going to be out there. And that's something that I think, I know I've done since the news have come out. I've gone back and watched things and thought about it and stuff like that. So, I do like that. It's pretty amazing that we do have that ability.
Yeah. Yep.
So
we were, I'm just sitting here looking around. We were on, season 4, episode 16. There you
go.
Greg Pickens was on Relics Radio. You can go back here and check that out.
Was that on was that Spreaker or was that on YouTube?
That was on Spreaker only, I believe. I don't think we were on YouTube by then.
Yep, I didn't think so. Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun having him on. I was trying to see, I've been looking at other stuff from him. Mm-hmm. Whose was this with? He was also on season 2, episode 24. So he was on real early with Tennessee Jeff and Loy.
Yeah.
Also audio only. So just search Greg Pickens Relics Radio. You'll be able to find that. And I encourage you to go listen to some of those interviews we did.
Those old episodes with Loy and Jeff are just a riot. I mean, I want to go back and listen to that one with Greg as well, because I bet it's just an absolute blast. Those two guys are such a great, great time, and then to have Greg on too would be incredible. So I'm going to go back and listen to that one.
Yeah, that should be fun. Yeah, prayers to his family.
Absolutely. Yep. Thanks for all the kind words that we've put out there for him tonight. And that wasn't something we were actually even planning on doing. Just kind of came up in the chat. So but felt that we should touch on it.
Sure. It's on everyone's mind, so we should may as well talk about it. It's on our minds, we talked about it. But yeah, we'll have a lot to look at from him too. His videos were awesome, man. He's always had like little interludes as to what the button manufacturer was and where they were from and how many their history and all that stuff. He'd do little history clips. He reminded me of Loy in that regard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
little history clips, but
absolutely. All right.
Hats
off to you, brother.
What's that?
Hats off to you, brother, up there for sure.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.